Hello there. I'm Dr. Emma, and before we begin, I want to say this clearly. If you've noticed your morning erections fading, please know you're not alone and you're not broken. Many men assume that weakening morning strength is simply part of aging. They shrug it off as something inevitable. But here's the surprising truth. It isn't. That fading isn't destiny. It's just your body asking for attention in a very specific way. Right now, your body still has everything it needs for strong, full, natural erections. The systems are still there. The circulation, the nerves, the hormones, they just need to be gently reawakened. And the best part? You don't need pills, devices, or uncomfortable appointments. What you need is already within you, literally in your hands, your breath, and your awareness. Today, I'll show you how to reawaken your body's natural strength through 3 specific points that exist on every man's body. When you stimulate them the right way, you trigger blood flow, restore sensitivity, and bring life back to a part of yourself that may have gone quiet. I've spent over 30 years helping men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s rediscover that spark. And I've watched them go from discouraged and doubtful to deeply confident again. So stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you these 3 key points and combine them with 5 simple daily practices that multiply your results. But first, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell. I share powerful natural health insights just like this every week, designed specifically for men who want to age vibrantly and confidently. And if you're listening right now and this message resonates, just type 1 in the comments. It tells me you're with me. If it doesn't, type 0. Your feedback helps you make these lessons even more useful for you. All right, let's begin. Section 1, the first truth. Your body isn't broken. It's just resting. Something I wish every man over 60 could hear from his doctor is this. Your body isn't broken. It's just resting. That morning strength you used to wake up with hasn't disappeared. It's simply gone quiet, waiting for you to reconnect. Let me share something I've learned after decades of working with men. Most of the changes you feel after 60 aren't signs of damage. They're signs of disconnection. Men come to me, strong, hard-working, resilient men, and lower their voices to ask, "Doc, I used to wake up hard as a rock. Now it's just gone. Did something go wrong?" And I look them in the eye and tell them, "No, nothing's broken. Your body just got quiet, and we can wake it up again." Your manhood, your blood flow, your sensitivity, your vitality, it's still there. It's simply been ignored. Your blood vessels haven't failed you. They've just slowed down. Your nerves haven't died. They've just stopped getting attention. Think of it this way. If a light switch hasn't been touched in years, the room stays dark. But that doesn't mean there's no power. It simply means no one has flipped the switch. And the 3 points I'm going to show you, they are that switch. You don't need to press hard or force anything. You only need awareness, gentle touch, and breath. I've seen men tear up the moment warmth returns to their lower body, not just because of the physical sensation, but because of what it represents: hope. It proves they're still alive down there, still strong, still whole. This isn't just about erections. It's about reconnecting to your sense of power, confidence, and vitality. And it starts by learning to listen to your body again. It's been whispering to you all along. You just need to remember how to hear it. Section 2, the first point, above the pubic bone. Let's begin with the first point, a subtle area just above your pubic bone. Most men never touch this area with awareness, but it's one of the command centers for your sexual energy. If you place your hand just above your pubic bone and breathe deeply, in through your nose, out through your mouth, you might feel a slight warmth or pulse. That's the energy center beginning to wake up. You don't have to massage hard. You simply hold your palm there for a few slow breaths. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. Feel the weight of your hand. Within days of doing this, many men report something stirring, a quiet heat, a slight tingling, the body beginning to remember. Section 3. The hidden valve, the perineum. Now, the second point. There's one area on a man's body that almost no one talks about. Not in locker rooms, not even in medical textbooks. It's the space between your anus and your scrotum, known in Eastern medicine as CV1 or the perineum. In Western medicine, it's often overlooked, but trust me, it matters more than you think. Take Thomas, a 71-year-old Marine veteran who came to me feeling completely disconnected. "Doc," he said, "it's like the lights went out down there." I taught him to focus gently on this second point. No pushing, no straining. Just to sit, breathe, and let his body remember. Within a few days, something shifted. He felt warmth, a faint pulse, life creeping back into a place he thought was gone forever. Here's why this works. That spot acts like a valve, controlling blood and nerve flow through your lower body. When it's tight or neglected, circulation gets stuck. But when you sit gently on a rolled towel, relax and breathe, that valve opens. Tension eases. Blood begins to move again. You're not forcing anything. You're allowing. Soon, the nerves start reconnecting with the brain, and slowly, sensitivity returns. It's not magic. It's physiology. And it's hope. 2 weeks later, Thomas texted me, "Doc, I sat, I breathed, and this morning I felt like myself again." That's the power of stillness and awareness. Now, the third point, the inner thigh line. Now, the third point, an area most men completely overlook, the inner thighs. You might think they're just for walking or balance, but they're actually a major highway for blood flow to your manhood. Along the inner line where your thigh meets your torso runs a path of energy and circulation, known in Eastern medicine as part of the spleen meridian, and in Western terms, aligned with your femoral artery and nerve. When this pathway becomes stiff or blocked, erections lose strength, not because the penis stopped working, but because it's not being fed properly. Earl, a 68-year-old truck driver, once told me, "Doc, I thought my thighs were just there to hold me up." But when he learned this third point, everything changed. Each morning, after activating the first 2 points, he'd lie back and gently trace along the inner crease of his thigh. Whenever he found a sore or tight spot, he'd pause, breathe, and apply light pressure. Within days, he felt more warmth below. A week later, he told me, "Doc, I don't just feel more in my body, I feel more like a man." That's what this point does. It clears the pipes and restores confidence. It's not about dependency, it's about agency. Knowing you can wake up your body with your own hands. Section 5. The 5 supporting habits. These 3 points are the foundation, but if you want lasting results, you need to reinforce them with simple daily habits. Think of the points as switches, and these habits as the wiring that keeps the current flowing. 1. Breathe deeper. Most men breathe shallowly in the chest, quick and tense. But deep, slow nasal breathing into the belly increases nitric oxide, a natural vasodilator that relaxes blood vessels and enhances circulation. Just 5 minutes a day of slow, deep breathing can transform your system. 2. Hydrate early. First thing in the morning, drink a glass of warm water. After 60, the body dehydrates faster overnight. Warm water thins the blood, improving morning circulation, especially where it matters most. 3. Cut back on sugar. Sugar silently damages blood vessel walls. That late-night snack may feel harmless, but it inflames your arteries. Reduce it slightly and your blood vessels begin to heal. Erections often improve naturally. 4. Gentle movement. You don't need heavy workouts. A light walk after dinner is enough to engage your body's venous pump, the system that keeps blood moving freely through your legs and